Casting artificial granite at home. Here's the recipe. Measure out 100 grams of water glass, sodium silicate. 5 grams of the secret catalyst ingredient. 15 grams of water. And finally 2 portions of sand, 100 grams each. The sand can be any type. Silica sand isn't necessary. It just gives a smoother texture than the yellow sandbox variety. Once that's ready, mix the 5 grams of the secret ingredient with the 15 grams of water in a small bowl. Then gradually add the first 100 grams of sand while stirring continuously. It's very important that the sand grinds down the particles of the secret catalyst, as they tend to clump stubbornly in water glass. Now pour the 100 grams of water glass over this damp, sandy mixture and mix well. You'll definitely get lumps, since the secret ingredient refuses to dissolve in the water glass. Press them out with a spoon and keep mixing thoroughly. You'll end up with a very wet, almost liquid mixture. Pour this into your final mold. In my case, it's a simple pudding cup, chosen for its transparency. The liquid above the sand is no longer pure water glass. Thanks to our vigorous stirring, it's now catalyzed. Now slowly add the second batch of sand. The goal is for the entire stone-making process to happen under the liquid surface, so no bubbles can form inside. That's how we simply avoid one of modern concrete's biggest issues: bubble formation. Once the second batch of sand is in, let the mixture sit for about 15 to 30 minutes so the sand can settle in the liquid and the material can firm up just enough for you to pour off the excess fluid. This draining step is called the nub phase. Waiting an hour is usually too long. By then, the mixture will have turned jelly-like. We get rid of the excess liquid, which we pour into another plastic cup to observe how the catalyzed water glass behaves on its own. Now let the finished casting rest for 24 hours. After that time, you'll notice it has slightly pulled away from the sides of the plastic cup. That's due to shrinkage during curing. Thanks to that, pop, it slips right out of the mold. If someone poured off the excess liquid too late, their stone probably turned out like this one. See how the gel shrank dramatically as it dried, pulling in the top part of the object? The shrinking force actually bent the stone. This shrinkage is called syneresis, and it's incredibly important. It presses the sand grains together with tremendous force until they can't move at all. Think of it as a molecular-level nanotech vice. If you manage to pour off the liquid in time and let it dry fully, you'll get a glass-like material like this. Try breaking it, and you'll see how tough it is. This piece was only about 1 millimeter thick, and I could barely snap it by hand. That's dried amorphous silica, basically a kind of glass, our stone binder. Next comes the drying phase. The stone will keep releasing moisture for weeks. As long as it feels cold to the touch, evaporation is still happening. After 3 weeks, the stone will already be rock hard, and it'll continue to strengthen over the following weeks. The result? An incredibly tough, beautifully smooth material. If you had used granite powder instead of sand, it wouldn't be sandy colored. It would shimmer in the natural mixed tones of real granite, like this. The final appearance depends entirely on the type of granite fragments you use, since our stone binder is transparent.